All right, so we got to write the equation of this circle. So how do we write the equation of circles? So we need to put this on the graph. Because at the end of the day, like a lot of these things, we're going to derive a formula to be able to do this quickly and easily. But to start off, I don't want to just give you that formula. We got to figure out that formula. So let's look at our graph and let's graph these points. So they're telling us the center is -3, 6. That's our point. And they tell us the radius is 5. So I guess from there, if we know the radius is 5, we could plot some more points. So if the radius is 5, that means with our circle, we know if we go 5 this way, we'll get another point on the circle. If we go 5 down, we get another point on the circle. 5 to the left, we get another point on the circle. And 5 up, we get another point. Notice my Apple Pencil is doing that weird thing again where it does all those sideways lines. Whoa. Okay. So that's our circle. We could even sketch that out if we wanted to. That's our circle. So now, how are we going to write the equation of this circle? So here's what we're going to do. We're trying to write an equation. The palm detection is messing up. That's kind of the problem. Oh my gosh. So let's draw a point here. Oh my gosh, I got to keep my palm off the screen. That's a problem. So let's draw this point here. And let's imagine what they're telling us. They're telling us that distance right there is 5 because the radius everywhere is 5. And what we're saying is we've got this some point over here that's on the circle. We'll just call it our x comma y point somewhere on the circle. And we know the distance between that point and the center of the circle is 5. So let's actually take off some of these specific numbers. Let's just do this in general. So what we're going to do, and these are the letters that are generally used, is let's call our center h comma k, and then let's call our radius r. And then now what we're going to do, we're going to try to write an equation that just talks about that. And so you see, what are we doing? Well, we're talking about the distance of 2 points, right? So what we're doing is we've got a Pythagorean triangle here, a right triangle. Or we could just think about the distance formula. But what are these distances? Well, like we did when we did the distance formula, we can say that this vertical distance right here is going to be whatever that y value is minus whatever that k value is, right? Because that's the vertical distance. You're going from how high the point on the circle is down to how high the center is. So you subtract those, you get the difference. That's your height. Same with the x. This x distance is whatever that x coordinate is minus whatever that h coordinate is. And then from there, we can write our Pythagorean theorem. Because what does the Pythagorean theorem tell us? That a squared, which in this case is x minus h, plus b squared, which in this case is y minus k, squared, equals c squared. In this case, the c is the radius, so equals r squared. And that right there is your general form of the circle that you need to know. You need to know that equation so that now when we actually have this problem and we just want to do this problem, we've just got to plug in all of our numbers. You see, this is our h and our k. Whoa. This is our h and our k right here in the center. And then we have our radius of 5. So when we plug these in, I'll just do it right as is. X minus -3 squared plus y minus 6 squared equals 5 squared. And right there, that's your equation of the circle. You can just make it slightly prettier by saying this is minus -3. So in reality, that's x plus 3 squared. And then y minus 6 squared equals 5 squared, which is 25. And there's your equation of the circle. So we can't, like, we could multiply that out if we wanted to. But notice, like, in reality, it's not very nice to multiply it out because then we can't see anything about the circle. But when we write it to look like that, we can see directly what the center of the circle is. We can see directly what the radius is. So that is the way to write the equation of a circle.